Hi and welcome to Rose Red Homestead, where today we are not going to do self-reliance, we are not going to do food security, nor are we going to do emergency preparedness. Rather, we are just going to do something for the pure fun of it. I have been having fun looking at flavored butters and the new big thing on TikTok, and it kind of intrigued me. For our free pumpkin booklet that is up on our bookstore, and by the way, I promise that we will always keep free content coming. The only reason that we charge for the books is that it takes an awful lot of our time to put those books together. But most of our content is completely free. Our videos are free, and I do about 2 books or maybe 3 books, and then I put something free up there. We are really hoping to have content that is accessible for everyone. So in that pumpkin booklet, we did 2 flavored butters. This is the pumpkin spice butter, which we are thoroughly enjoying. This was a whipped butter, and then this one was the maple butter. And it was not whipped, it was just what we call a compound, where you just mix it like a compounding drugstore, where they mix the ingredients together right there while you wait, or you come back and pick it up as a prescription that they have compounded for you. So I have some examples today, but I wanted to talk to you about what these Butterboards look like. So the ones that are on TikTok start with a pretty board about like this, or they come in all kinds of shapes. You can buy these cutting boards in the shape of an apple or the shape of a slice of bread. And then what they do, there are different ways that they do these. Sometimes they make up a big batch of the flavored butter, and then they just spread it right over the board and make little waves in it like the top of the ocean, and then they'll sprinkle herbs on the top and sometimes edible flower petals, and then drizzle it with honey, and then they have a basket of all kinds of breads off to the side. So people will pick up a piece of bread, break off a piece, and then just like a dip, they'll just smear it with the butter and eat it. Or the other thing that they do is that they make logs of the flavored butters, and then they put the different logs out on the board, with each one has its own knife, and you can cut whichever flavor of butter you like. That's what we're going to do. And so I think I have 6 today that we're going to do, and we're going to get to it right now. So I have them staged over here. I'll bring one over. So I'm going to compound this one. I want you to be able to see it. That's why I'm wanting these glass bowls. So this will be fine. So I'm putting the butter in, and the butter is at room temperature. I've had it out half the day. And this happens to be salted butter. I could use salted or unsalted butter. I am not one that's real particular about which type of butter I use. Either one works for me. And then what I have here, and what I'm going to do with these recipes, I'm going to put these little recipes, they're only about this long. They only have about 4 ingredients each. I'm not going to put the directions, so if you watch this, you'll get the process, and then I'll put the ingredients. But please know that those ingredients are just approximate. When you do these, the fun thing is you can do it to your own taste. So I have the zest of 1 lemon that I'm putting in here. And I have, I don't know, that's about a tablespoon of cut chives. We are very fortunate in that I grow herbs outside on our property, and so we have a lot of fresh herbs. And then I have some lemon juice. And I'm just going to start with a tablespoon of the freshly squeezed lemon juice. And then we just compound this. Compound is the same word as mix. I'm just going to mix this together until it's all incorporated. These butters are usually very pretty. And then with a basket of breads, your homemade bread or crackers.
Fritos.
Every single time I have mentioned that I wanted to do flavored butters and that we'll talk about breads, he always brings up Fritos. So honey, we'll buy you some Fritos.
Wavy potato chips.
Jeez. Oh.
Wheat thins.
Wheat thins would be fine. Any kind of bread. And of course, a lot of these butters would work beautifully, like just put a dab on top of fish or meat, a steak. that lemon juice is having a hard time getting incorporated. So I'm just going to have a little taste. Ooh, of course I love butter. Oh, that is really, really nice. That lemon juice, I'm not going to put any more lemon juice in. That's the perfect amount of lemon juice for my taste. Then, to make a log, I have some parchment paper, and I'm just going to spread it out here. Then we're going to roll it, and once we get it in the parchment paper, then we can shape it a little bit better. And then we just twist the ends. Now, with a little ribbon and a label on here, wouldn't this make such a nice gift? We're headed into gift-giving season with all of the holidays coming up. So this lemon and chives butter, ooh, what a nice little gift that would be. So these will all be stored in the refrigerator because they are real butter, not ghee. These are butter. And so once these have chilled, then what I'm going to do when I get all of them done, I'll bring them out and set them out on this board, and we'll take a look at how they look when they are all set out for like a gathering. All right, so let's get on with it. All right, next up is garlic herb butter. So right here on my little paper towel, I have fresh basil from our garden, parsley from the store, thyme from the garden, and sage from the garden, and then some garlic, some minced garlic. And so I'm just going to dump all of these herbs in here. And this herbed butter would be fabulous on steak or on chicken. Heck, give me butter on anything, frankly. Okay, so compounding this. I like to say compounding. We're going to compound flavored butters.
Sounds pretty sophisticated.
I know. And this one goes together really fast because there's no liquid that we are incorporating, just the herbs and the garlic. Let me just taste. And of course, while these sit in the refrigerator overnight, the flavors are going to blend a little bit more. I can't yet taste the herbs, just the butter, which is plenty good. So those flavors need to blend a little bit. So we'll make our log and get started on the next one. Done. All right, we'll be back with number 3. So this one is Cilantro Lime. And I'm just going to dump everything in here. It is the zest of 1 lime plus, I don't know, some chopped cilantro. I'll figure out about how much I used and get it in the recipe. This one will go together. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. The zest of that lime is releasing its oils right into the butter, and I can smell it. Oh my goodness. How good is that? Ooh, that is so nice. Honey, that would be good on your Fritos.
Oh, okay.
Ta-da! Okay, cilantro lime. All right, so this next one I am really excited about. I have some cranberries in my freezer, so I just put, I don't know, less than a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup of cranberries and the juice from 1 orange and the zest from 1 orange. Now I'm going to only add part of it at first, and then the reason it's on this little plate is that it was boiling hot, and so I wanted to cool it fast, and so I put it in the freezer. I wanted it cold when it mixed in with the butter. Can you imagine what this would be like? This cranberry orange butter on dinner rolls at Thanksgiving or holiday dinner, Christmas.
Graduation.
Thanks, Jim.
Well, you know.
Because graduation in April and May is right when cranberry season is.
Well, it's okay. You freeze it and...
I'm going to add a little bit more. Then I just boiled this until the cranberries popped, and then mashed it so that it was thickened. I make a cranberry orange cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving as well, and I just could have mixed in some of that. Oh, what the heck. I'm putting the whole thing in. I think it's going to be lovely. Okay, have to taste this. Oh, I better get another taste. No, I'm just kidding. It tastes like Thanksgiving dinner. It is going to be perfect for rolls. Okay, cranberry, done. All right, this next one is Southwest flavored butter, and it has a little bit of, this is my own invention. It has a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of lime zest, a little bit of lime juice, and some hatch chili that was freeze-dried. So let's get all the dry ingredients in. So here we have cilantro, lime zest, and the mashed green chilies that were freeze-dried. You could use fresh green chilies as well. You don't have to use freeze-dried. And then I have probably a tablespoon of lime juice. So we know from experience that compounding this one is going to take a little extra time because of the juice. So these are kind of all looking the same color. Jim pointed out that maybe a little shake of the crushed red pepper would be good on this. I just tasted this. Oh, is it yummy. Very Southwest flavored, but I am going to sprinkle just a few little specks of red in there. Okay, Southwest, done. So Jim is way up there on the ladder so that we can see this. This one is going to be a whipped flavored butter, and it is going to be honey chili butter. And so I've got the butter in there, and I'm going to just turn it on, if I can think about how doing this backwards. And I'm going to turn it up a little bit so it'll really whip. I'm adding a couple of tablespoons of cold water. You can use any chili that you want. I happen to have an older jalapeno that I'm ready to get rid of. This is only just about, I don't know, a tablespoon of jalapeno. But chipotle would also be really good in this. Taste this, see how it is. The honey comes through just fine. So far the jalapeno is not coming through, but it will. So we're going to go ahead and put it in a jar and put it in the refrigerator, and then we will be back. Now this one won't roll into a log. It's whipped, it needs to be in a jar. So we'll jar it and put it in the refrigerator, and then we'll be back tomorrow after these have chilled and see what they look like. Here we are the next day. These have been in the refrigerator for 24 hours, and Jim got them out about an hour ago, just as I was leaving the university because I'm just back from work. And so I took them out of the wrappers. I have the wrappers saved because I'll be putting them back in the wrappers. But don't these look just pretty as can be? I really think that they are lovely. Now, some of them are about the same color. I think if I were to do it again, I would pick some other things, like maybe putting chili powder in the Southwest one and make it a little bit more orangey. But you can just do so much creativity with these flavored butters. So we're going to test them. Jim got some crackers, so I'm just going to put a little cracker, and I really don't want to eat a whole lot of these. because of it's butter after all, but I do want to taste them like on a cracker. So this one is the Cilantro Lime. Those flavors have really blended nicely. It's a lovely, very mild butter. So I'm going to put the rest of that cracker aside, get another cracker, and try the cranberry. Now the cranberry was a little more difficult to slice because of the cranberries themselves. So let's try this on a cracker. The tartness of the cranberries is there. The flavor of the cracker covers up the orange. This is Cranberry Orange. I think I would like this much better on a nice warm dinner roll. It's not at all sweet, but it's tangy and buttery. The flavor is wonderful. Okay, the next one is garlic herb. And we had about 4 different herbs on these. So I'm curious as to whether the flavors blended or not. And I'm not sure how you would set this up. I think it looks quite pretty just like this, maybe with a little label in front or someplace so that you could let your guests know what the better flavors were. Or you could just mash them up and put them in little mounds all over, whatever works for you. So again, this is the garlic herb. Strong garlic, which is good. And I cannot pick out the individual herb tastes. I just know that it's herby. But it's very nice. Okay, here's our lemon chive. And of course you can use crackers or you can use bread for this. I can see the little bits of the lemon zest. And of course the chive was from our herb garden outside. This might be my favorite one. It's very lemony and I can taste the chive, so those flavors have definitely blended. I really like that one. And this last one is Southwest. And so Jim had me put in a few of the little red pepper flakes. And it had cilantro in it and some lime zest. Oh my goodness. I can definitely taste the lime. I can definitely taste the cilantro. It is really good. It might be my favorite. And then this one is the honey and jalapeno. Honey chili. And this one was whipped. I can definitely taste the honey. I cannot even begin to taste the jalapeno. There's a half a jalapeno in there. Oh, there it is. Just a little bit of an afterbite. So it's good. I love the taste of the sweet plus the chili. So I think this turned out really, really great. And I have a surprise for Jim. It's hiding right here in the dishwasher door.
In the dishwasher door?
In the dishwasher door.
So that's
honey Fritos.
Fritos.
So, which butter flavor would you like to try with Fritos?
Do they have the scoops?
I think these little packages have scoops. I know you meant it as a joke, so, but you have to do it.
I have to do it.
You have to do it. So tell me which flavor you would like.
The Southwest sounds kind of good.
The Southwest was really good.
Yeah.
Now, here's the trick. You have to keep the camera going while you take this test.
So I've got to do a selfie?
You have to do a selfie.
Something like this?
Yes. Okay, so here you go.
You're going to have to tell me when since you can see the screen.
I can see the screen. Lower it to your mouth. There you go.
Do I have far away?
A little farther away.
That's about as far as my arm will go.
Your face is off to the side.
It was good. It was very nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you have a whole bag. You can just knock yourself out with all of these butters.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Anything for my favorite cameraman.
Thank you.
All right, so this was our adventure with flavored butters. We're going to wrap these up. Next time we have a family gathering, which is just going to be shortly in a few weeks, then we will unwrap these and set them out for the family to enjoy. So this was fun. Thank you for joining in the fun with us, and we will see you at our next video.